Hi, my name is Felipe, and I have sweat everywhere. Hands, feet, and underarms as well. So, yeah, I have an interesting story about this. My girlfriend at the time, actually, when we met, I didn't want to hold hands because we were a bit hesitant on, you know, that's how it goes for people with hyperhidrosis. But then I told her, well, my hands sweat. And then she was like, well, my hands too. So that's when we, was that very beginning, and we never hold hands because both our hands sweat. So we hold fingers. Like during teenage was also embarrassing, like holding hands with people, or presenting something at school or university. I always had to wear black clothes because otherwise everybody would notice, and people always noticed, and sometimes they made jokes of it, and that's really uncomfortable. And I've always looked for solutions for this, but everything I found, like back in Brazil, solutions like chemical stuff and Botox, and I really didn't want to do that, or the surgery, like where they cut some sort of nerve or whatever they do, and I wasn't really gonna do that. So I was happy when I found this because it's a physical treatment and doesn't have any chemicals involved. So I decided to give it a try, and it's been working. Not having to worry about the color of my shirt, or I could use any shirt I want, and I could write without having any sort of aid. I developed something, I just fold a piece of paper and use that as to just lean my hand on, and then there's the other sheet where I'm actually writing, so that one doesn't get wet. The one that gets wet is the one in between my hand and the sheet. So I don't need to use that anymore. It's just really anyway.
Hello, my name is Marianne. My underarms. I was a baby when I had issues with my hands, my feet, but I started sweating from my underarms when I was 11 years old, approximately. I guess when puberty started. Yeah, so I went to school that had uniforms, and our uniforms were green, and when you were sweating, you could see it was apparent right away. And so when I was in class with my friends, and I'm like, huge sweat marks, and like everyone was perfectly fine, or even in gym class when normally people should be sweating, and I am like pouring, it was bad. And that's when I noticed, like, okay, this isn't right. And I asked my doctor, and my doctor's like, you're just a teenager, it's normal. And I was like, okay. Oh my God, okay, so Facebook algorithms are really freaky, and they find you. They listen to your conversations and they find you. And then I was very skeptical. I was like, oh, no way. Like, no way can there be like a permanent solution that's pain-free, that's easy to do at home. Like, you don't actually have to go into a clinic or anything, because I've done my research. Like, I've tried to look for solutions before, and it's like either like surgery or injections or lasers that are only available in LA. So I don't know, like I didn't believe it at first. And eventually I did my research. I looked on your website, I saw this Canadian business. I was like, hey, this is cool, like this is local. And I looked on reviews, I looked up on YouTube, people were doing like open box stuff. And I took the plunge one day because you guys were having a Labor Day sale or something. So I was like, okay, I'll try. That's pretty cool. Honestly, I can only thank him because I've spent years trying to find solution. I've spent thousands of dollars so far on trying treatments, and it's not making you stop sweating 100%. It just makes you normal, right? So even if I go running, I'm still gonna sweat a little bit. Even if I'm doing a video, I still get nervous. I'm still gonna sweat a little bit. My hands are gonna get clammy and stuff, but it's like I'm someone who's normal now, like anybody else would get. I want to thank Dermadry for changing my life with such a little box, such a little package. It has literally changed my entire life.
My name's Collin. I used to sweat on my hands and feet a lot. I think it was probably like when I was like pretty young and like I was like climbing something, you know, or like I was thinking about climbing something. Like that was probably like the earliest like kind of like situation where I remember it being a problem. You know, I think about climbing something and then my hands would start to get sweaty and I was like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to climb this now. That'd be dangerous. I guess higher tension social situations, you know, where you're like meeting somebody important or like you're like on a date and they'd be like, okay, I gotta shake this person's hand or like touch this other person. And then you're worried that they're gonna be like kind of grossed out. Yeah, I have no idea where it came from. I just randomly saw like an ad for like this thing called Dermadry and I'm like, what was that? And I like looked at it a little bit and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I'd love to have dry hands.
Hi, my name is Alexandra. I used to sweat from hands and feet. Yes, I was dancing ballet and we had to hold our hands with a partner. I was very young, maybe, I don't know, 8 years old maybe. And my friend just told me, oh, your hands are all sweaty. Always nervous about shaking hands. So, well, in my case, I'm always thinking, okay, if I have this kind of job, I have to shake hands. It's not for me because I don't want to do that. So I started to talk about my parents about this because I wanted to have some solutions, some help, what I can do. So I started to go visit a dermatologist. She gave me some advices. I started with that. It helped for the underarms, but not for the feet and not for the arms. So I continued to search. I found a dermatologist in Montreal that is specialized in hyperhidrosis as well. Thank you, Dermadry.